sassy, a little bit crazy, a little bit classy. We got dreams and we got goals. We're just a couple of old sassholes.
Hello.
Hi. Hello, everyone.
How are you?
Them or me?
Them.
Well, good. Because who fucking cares how I'm doing?
That's right.
Welcome, everyone, to A Couple of Sassholes podcast. I'm Brooklyn Maple.
And I am Heather Terry.
And this is our power hour of true crime excitement, where we tell you about fucked up things done by fucked up people with true mental issues.
Jizz.
And today is no different than any other, because we're going to continue to talk about fucked up things.
We really are.
So let's talk about something that's happened to me today. So I love audiobooks. I'm a big old slut for them.
Yes,
I don't
you are.
really do the kink books, like where
What?
they're doing the sex.
They do.
Do you know what I mean? Where they're doing the sex.
They do that. What?
Yeah, where they write about doing the sex.
What's that called? Erotica?
Yeah. So I definitely don't erotica, if you will.
Why does that surprise me?
Because
you're a dirty bird.
All of my life is so sexy. I don't need to then read about additional sexy because I have so much sexy happening here.
You're so foolish.
No, so I'm listening to this audiobook called A Touch of Darkness.
That threw me. Okay.
And it's about like gods or and things and all kinds of shit that's going on. It's really a love story. And just stating here.
Okay.
I'm at like 73% completed.
Okay.
And on my way to work this morning, it's like, we're going to go balls deep in.
The Touch of Darkness.
Yes.
Okay.
And it was so much in the sense that like the person who was reading it, it's one thing to read it.
Okay.
I've always said that. Like, I can read a really, really fucked up book and cope better than I can with hearing it.
Okay.
So if they're talking about just really, really utterly devastating things, it's harder to hear.
Yeah.
Than
That
it
makes
is
sense.
to read it for whatever reason it is for me.
Yeah.
This bitch is breathing hard as she like organisms.
Oh, she has to read.
Yes. And
Like,
I've
wait,
read
she
it
like-
before and it would just be normal. Like that is what I'm trying to say is I've
She's
read it
heavy
where oh yes.
Organisms.
I feel so weird. And I was just like, am I dirty now?
Did you feel dirty? Is that why you showered when you got to the Evansville office?
Yeah, right. I was like, what? No, I don't know. It was just, I wasn't ready for it. And then I was just like, is this happening?
Could you imagine though?
And I actually did a good job.
Of coming? That's
Literally. Of the words. It wasn't just a lot of cock, you know?
Well, I just picture whoever this reader is. And then
Me too.
But there's like at least 2 or 3 people watching through.
Or
a
she does
glass
it
in the
privately,
studio.
but we don't do anything in studio anymore.
Oh.
You know what I mean? She could just be in this room.
Yeah.
And she probably just got herself all hot and fucking bothered. Shit fire. The way they're talking about this sex, it's like must be life-changing and whatnot. I don't know.
A Touch of Darkness.
Yeah.
Huh?
It's a great storyline currently. She's kinda,
Sounds like
I don't
it.
know. I always feel like people get annoying to me in books. I'm like, you're whiny. Shut up. I hate whininess. And I feel like she's so whiny. Like
Apparently not the whole time.
She's whining in a different way. But I just get easily annoyed with characters being annoying.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah. I'm just like, suck it up, buttercup, fuck.
I mean, was it worth the panting? Was it like
It
worth...
depends on how much more sex they have. In the time frame of a night and then a midnight snack, if you will, and then a morning cup of Joe, if you will.
Is that his name?
No.
Oh.
That was a lot of sex.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
No wonder she's breathing hard.
all right, I get it. Big dick energy going on. But fuck. Like, I just need to know that if after this, like every 6 minutes is sex, I'm out. I mean,
Well,
I'm going
I
to
mean,
obviously listen to the rest of it.
I'm
But
like, you're almost done.
I know.
So
I know, but it's a
don't
lot.
have, good thing it's 101 here this week, or you would have your windows down and look like a dirty bird.
I would never listen to that with the windows down.
What if you forgot?
I'm not an idiot. What if you forget that you're listening to porn in your car with your windows down and there's people around. Anywho. Any new exciting stuff on your front?
No, it's actually on your front.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because someone found their wedding dress this weekend.
Woo!
Hey!
So exciting.
It is exciting. It's what I was expecting, but prettier. I really like it. I keep going back to look at the photo to like confirm that I like it. I asked Hannah, who we work with, who's also getting married right around the same time as me. And it's like, are you sure? She was like, I second guessed myself like 3 different times.
Yeah.
And she goes, but soon time will pass and you won't feel that way. I was
there you
like,
go.
Good to know.
Perfect.
Because I did, not today though, yesterday very hard. But today I'm like, I'm good. I just feel like I should have tried on more. I guess that's all it was. I was like, I feel like I needed to try on more.
You tried on enough. You tried on like 4 more than I did.
I tried on like
7
7.
years ago. Mm-hmm.
I think.
Yes. And I now work at the store. Pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, shit. I know someone else wasn't working very hard at that store. Shall we start?
Do you think so?
I do.
Okay.
I think I do.
Yeah. Are you going to heavy breathe through your story?
Preferably as I climax towards the end. I'm like, what the fuck? No. Do you want to go? I don't care who goes first.
You go for it.
I don't. Why? Why are you telling me to go for it? How do you know mine's
paper?
out?
You have your paper out with your pen
My
ready to
paper
go?
is always out.
I know. Well, mine. Do you want me to go? I'm taking that as a yes.
I think so because today I believe you may be the meat and the taters can be thrown together quickly, if you will.
Like instant potatoes?
Yes.
Okay. Well, here we go.
Ooh, I'm ready.
Are you
Afraid of the dark? Yes.
Oh my God, that's
no.
such
I mean,
a
I'm
good-
not, but it's such a good show.
Did I tell you that I got Are You Afraid of the Dark earrings? Like the Nickelodeon show?
I
Like
don't
I have
think so.
earrings now from Temu that say Are You Afraid of the Dark?
I'm not shocked.
I know you're not.
Nope. Okay, continue.
Okay, here I go. So today, I'm going to tell you the story about Johnny Lewis. This popped up randomly as a story. I completely forgot about the story when it happened. So my sources, Wikipedia, Inside Hollywood, episode 178 of Inhuman Podcast, and Deadline.com. So I barely remember hearing about this coming out because, you know, I'm obsessed with the show Sons of Anarchy because there's a lot of hot
I too have
men
seen the Sons of the Anarchies.
on that. And
Their clothing annoyed me so bad. She always looked all hairy, and I hated their clothing. And I hated that everyone was prostitutes. Okay, I'm done. That's all I have to say.
Yeah. Oh, that would be a sucky podcast if that's all you had to say. Well, Johnny Lewis was actually the actor who played Kip Halfsack Epps on Sons of Anarchy. And I guess he was on like the OC too for a season and some other things. I never watched that show. Did you?
No, I was not wealthy growing up, so watching shows about Laguna Beach and the OC wasn't really that fun for me.
Oh,
I was like, oh, the other half. Cool. Fuck you guys. Oh, you're rich and beautiful.
What is that
and
show?
like, it's so hard for you.
My Super Sweet 16 on MTV. You
Oh
remember
my
that
God, I
one?
did watch that because they were always so, you're like, oh, you have psychological issues.
Oh, yeah.
It made you actually happy you weren't them.
Like $100,000 16th birthday parties, and they wanted like white M&Ms, and they got like eggshell, and then they lose their fucking shit. Mm-hmm. Anyway, I digress. Jonathan Kendrick Lewis was born October 29th in 1986 in LA, which was where he grew up. Now, he was raised in like a super Jewish household, but his parents were also Scientologists, so I'm not really sure how that worked. But his dad was Jewish. His mom got them into Scientology, so it's...
Do you feel like Scientology was like the straight guy that was talking to the bi girl and was like, I can turn you? Scientology was like, oh, you're Jewish? Challenge accepted.
I know. I've just never heard of that
Me either.
mixture of a religious cocktail, if you will. So
Cocktails.
what? He started getting acting roles when he was only 5 in commercials, and then shortly after that, TV shows like Seventh Heaven, Drake and Josh, and Malcolm in the Middle. Do you remember that Malcolm in the Middle?
Oh my gosh, I feel like Drake and Josh has had every
Is
bad
that one
human
of them
in there.
kind of crazy, and the other guy's on TikTok?
One of
watched
them's
that.
awesome. I read his book, Josh Peck. The other one is a pedophile.
That's what I thought.
Jeez. A grooming pedophile.
Boo. When he was a teenager, he played Chili Childress on a season of The OC. And like I said, I don't care because I
What
didn't watch
stupid names he plays. Okay, what's his name again?
that. Johnny Lewis.
On it. Thank you.
In 2005, he even dated Katy Perry right before she kissed a girl, and she liked it in 2008. So they dated from 2005 to 2006. So if you Google him, a lot of the photos show up of them together. And 2008 was a great year for Johnny because he got the role of Half-Sack on Sons of Anarchy, which was his biggest role yet. So
I remember him now.
Yeah. Half-Sack's character, he was kind of their bitch, and he only had one ball because he lost it in the war. He lost it in Iraq. He was a veteran. So that's how he got the name on the show.
Oh, I thought you meant in real life.
100% I could read that on your face that you thought I meant that in real life.
I was just scrolling through his photos. How did I miss that big piece or that little piece? Okay, thank you.
Johnny was an artist, a poet, a great writer, apparently, and he donated to thousands of dollars to charities. And he was very public about his sobriety in Hollywood, saying he'd seen too many of his colleagues and friends go down bad paths, so he didn't do drugs or alcohol or anything. In 2009, Johnny decided to leave Sons of Anarchy because he said it was getting a little bit too violent for him. And then, spoiler alert, they killed his character off the show.
Yeah.
Like, as his exit. He also found out that his girlfriend, actress Diane Gaeta, I think, was pregnant. And he met her on the show.
I am now Googling. It's going to look like I'm texting this whole time, but I really don't care. I've got to find out more.
Oh, yeah. Before their daughter was born, they did break up after trying to stay together for their kid. But April of 2010, they called it quits for good. They tried and it did not work. They apparently had a terrible custody battle and he lost in the end. And this is kind of when his life goes to shit. In October of 2011, Johnny had an awful motorcycle accident and he had a really, really bad head injury. So obviously what happens in some of our stories with head injuries.
Oh, no.
Bad shit.
It's hard to say because I remember seeing him and him being in Sons of Anarchy and him, I remember him as a human, as a character.
Yeah.
Not as a human, as a character on a show. Mm-hmm. And he looks so great. And then
he was
all
so
of these other photos, you're just like, oh my God, 90% of his photos, he looks strung out like a motherfucker.
Yeah, but I mean, everyone says he wasn't. That's we'll get to that though. He started acting super strange after this and wasn't thinking rationally, so he started getting in trouble with the law. His dad said that he set up at least four MRI appointments. Wow. I'm going to start that over.
Why? It was so smooth. It was so flawless. It was literally the most flawless part.
I'm a professional. Fucking keep it in, Jordan.
4 MRIs? Was it?
His dad said they set up at least 4 MRI appointments for... Bitch. Per the doctor's orders, because he was acting so bizarre, but he would never show up to any of them.
That's wild.
I know, and sad.
It's super sad because it sounds like he was just a good guy that had a fall.
Yeah. In January 2012, Johnny was arrested for breaking into his parents' neighbor's condo, and when the two dudes lived there got home, he hit them with a bottle.
That's no good.
He was just waiting in their house. So, of course, they attacked him why are you in our house? And then he attacked him with the bottle. His dad said that he was acting in self-defense because they attacked him and he was hit in the head about 20 times, which he already had a brain injury. So just compile that on top of everything else. But he was the one that got in trouble.
It was 2 gay guys?
They didn't say their relationship.
Because they're guys that came home. I'm like,
2
he
dudes.
Came into a gay men's palace in L.A.?
Gay men's palace.
And was like, I'm going to hit you with a bottle. They probably picked up a way better bottle of Pinot and showed him what was going on.
I don't know their
He's
sexual
lucky that they
preference.
just went after him with bottles and not fucking guns, but okay.
While in jail, he had another self-inflicted trauma to his head after slamming his head into the wall, and then he tried to commit suicide right after and spent a few weeks in the psych ward.
Man, dude.
Yeah, quick. He
Yeah.
was showing signs of traumatic brain injury because he was irritable, violent, and he had a really bad sensitivity to light after this. He got out of
Homeboy's been slammed in the head
a million
times, more than any football player.
Yeah,
You could think, just because of the the level of impact, I guess.
yeah. He got out, and then 2 more times he was arrested. Once he assaulted a woman, and then the other one was for burglary. So May of 2012, his lawyer worked out a deal to avoid the jail time, and he went to Ridgeway Ranch Treatment Facility. It was rumored that he lied and said that he was on drugs and alcohol. They conspired this so he could get treated for his mental illness there, but he was a celebrity, so they're going to take him. Then he got on meds for schizophrenia and bipolar disorder, and then his behavior shockingly improved. And
wow, so meds helped.
Yes.
And then he'll get better, and then he'll be like, you know what's a good idea? Stopping taking my meds. Everyone who's on meds then feels like the right thing to do is to get off the meds.
In August of 2012, he got arrested again and went to jail for a month. This time after he got out, he went to live at a place called the Writers Villa, which was a popular up-and-coming place for writers in L.A., and a woman named Kathy Davis owned it. Now, Johnny lived there from 2009 to 2011 previously, so of course when he needed somewhere to stay, Kathy was like, of course you can come rent a room.
Yeah.
And Miss Kathy, as everyone called her, she was a sweet baby angel. She and her husband purchased the Writers Villa in Los Feliz, and the only reason why I know what that is because that's where Georgia lives for My Favorite Murder, in that like area. Or I would
Fancy.
I know, right? When Miss Kathy and her husband split in the 80s, though, she got into real estate and started renting out the rooms for her huge house because it's now empty. So while they were waiting on their houses, like rich and famous clientele would stay there while they were waiting on their houses to be ready. So like it eventually turned into up and coming actors and writers. It just became this kind of infamous thing that they knew what they could do.
Sorry. Okay. I decided to move my microphone in a very weird, awkward way because I have problems. My apologies.
So everybody started hearing about it, and it turned into more like a famous bread and breakfast. Wow, bread. I quit. This is our last episode.
Bed and breakfast.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. Thank you. For people like Parker Posey, Val Kilmer, and Paula Poundstone, who you quoted earlier, which is like on that SNL. Ladies, am I right?
Yes. I love it.
Okay, now it's bad stuff.
Yes, because all of that was fun stuff.
Well, I mean, it's downhill. September 26, 2012, Dan Blackburn, who lived next door, saw Johnny pacing the pavement in jeans and red shoes, and then he came and knocked on his door.
Okay.
So Johnny said, "Hi, I'm John, your new neighbor," and then just walked away. A few minutes later, Dan's wife, Gloria, was outside. She started screaming. Johnny was beating the shit out of their painter who was outside of their house. Like he was like, "Hi, I'm your new neighbor." 2 minutes later, beating the shit out of their painter at their house. Dan, who was like 70 plus years old, he tried to stop it, and then Johnny hits him in the face.
Wow.
And Dan grabbed a chair and hit him with it, and then they were able to get away and run inside.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Then they watched Johnny hop the fence over to the Writers Villa, and then they called the cops, obviously. And okay, this is bad for like people and humans. So
oh my gosh. So essentially, though, out of nowhere, he's just like
animals. I am fucking crushing it today.
I think you are.
So like he's having a break, like losing it. The cops got there and they found Johnny laying face up, dead in the driveway. Yeah, because obviously it was a few minutes later. He had either jumped from the second floor or fallen off the roof, but nobody knew.
Jumped.
They ran inside, and they found Miss Kathy laying in her bedroom, and she was passed away as well. She had been beaten so badly that her brain was exposed. Like,
my gosh.
Terrible. She had 4 stab wounds with a mechanical pencil in her cheek and had been strangled, too. The cops found her beloved cat, who everybody knew and was always with her. The cat was also killed in the shower, and I'm not going into details about that.
Oh, you'll go into details about a woman being stabbed in her cheek with a mechanical pencil, but you won't talk about that a cat was killed?
Yeah. I had to, after that, those two things combined, I was done with the details. It was just know it was not pretty. Johnny's death was ruled an accident instead of a homicide, but they couldn't say it was suicide officially or not, so nobody saw him, nobody knows. So after this, stories came out about Johnny taking drugs and he was strung out, and when this happened, like bath salts and meth and everything. However, his toxicology report came back clean. Like no drugs or alcohol were in the system. His prescription meds didn't show up either, so that probably didn't help. Like he didn't have anything in his system. Johnny was only 28 when he died, by the way.
Just lost his fucking mind.
Mm-hmm. And it's sad, too, because he had untreated mental illness and then took...
He didn't have untreated mental illness. He had treated mental illness.
Yes.
He went to doctor's appointments, was diagnosed and medicated.
Yes, and he did not stay medicated. But then Miss Kathy was 81 whenever she died. It was sad. And her cat, too. They didn't test his brain, which is weird to me because of all his head trauma that he had. You think that they would
just to see.
Yeah.
Like just scientifically.
I mean, it doesn't make any of it right, of course, but it still would, you know, I feel like it didn't have to happen. And then Kurt Sutter, who was the guy who created Sons of Anarchy and is married to Katie Seagal, Peg Bundy. He said in an interview, and it's a quote, "I wish I could say that I was shocked by the events last night, but I was not. I am deeply sorry that an innocent life had to be thrown into his destructive path. Yes, it is a day of mourning, but it's also a day of awareness and gratitude. Sadly, some of us carry the message by dying," which is a lot.
That's
He got some pushback on that statement.
As he should have. He left the show because it got too violent for him.
Yeah.
Not because he had any head injury.
Yeah, that.
So that just sounded like a low ass fucking blow from a catty motherfucker.
He tweeted that and got a lot because the rest of the statements by people who knew him, even Katy Perry, said they were sad. He was a good guy. He wasn't on drugs or alcohol.
Yeah.
Like everyone. So who knows if his ass wasn't chapped because he left the show.
It sounds like he was mad because he left the show.
Yeah, and then some people are like, well, maybe he wasn't afraid to speak out and speak the truth, but it kind of looks like he was a little butthurt that he left. So if you or someone you know is ever struggling, you can call or text the 988 number for mental health, substance abuse, suicidal thoughts, or any kind of crisis, and it is 24/7. That is the sad story of the murder of Miss Kathy Davis.
So there's not even like anything that, it's just one day.
One day, and there were so many stories about people saying that he was, strung out. Like the bath salt thing was huge,
like, let's
and
just
because of the
also
way
say,
he looked.
He looked so fucking strung out. No part of him did not look strung out. And what I mean by looks like, his face was sallow. He had dark circles under his eyes. Like he looked strung out.
He did. His appearance and all his mug shots that he had right before that. Like if you get in that much legal trouble right before this happens, and like I said, 28.
That's wild.
I know. Well, anyway.
Wild and sad.
Yeah. That's kind of what we do. So it was on brand.
Man. Do you think it was suicide?
I don't know. I think so. I mean, he tried it in jail because he jumped, like when he was in jail, he was on the second floor and he jumped off.
I mean, we say it, but that's like...
And then he...
The reason why dorm rooms aren't, like, we don't have a ton of stories of dorm rooms is like suicide rates.
Yeah.
So I don't know. And if you think if you're on a drug and you think you can fly.
Yeah.
But he wasn't on drugs.
No.
But he obviously thought something was going on.
Mm-hmm. Or he just fell.
Heard thing. I don't know. I don't think he fell.
Yeah.
I think he jumped. Because my opinion is what matters. And I think he jumped. I don't think he necessarily jumped to kill himself. I think he jumped because he's a fucking idiot and he lost his mind.
Yeah. He obviously wasn't thinking clearly if he started beating the shit out of the neighbor's painter for no reason, then hopped the fence and then killed the lady who helped him.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
For no man. Mm-mm.
Yep. There you have it.
Thanks for informing me about that.
You know what? You're welcome.
I'm going to inform you about some things.
Okay, good. Because I forgot who you're doing, and I'm excited to...
I know you wouldn't have known it anyway. This one's not one that has hit the airwaves.
The airwaves.
I say that, but I also got it from a TV show.
Well, let's go.
My place is the Resource Center for Cold Case Missing Children's Cases, Unusual Suspects, maybe, I think, Season 2, Episode 1, and then the Daily Freeman. So we're going to talk about this kid named Joseph Martin. He went missing from Here's how we spell it. Kerhonkson, New York, on March 25th, 1996. He's your average kid, super adorable. He plays sports. He's known to be super popular. One night, he decides to sneak out of his house and meet his friends to see the Hyakutake, maybe, or maybe nothing like that. But it's spelled Hyakutake, comet that was going to pass over. So he sneaks out of his house, which apparently he does this all the time. Like it's a common occurrence there that he sneaks out and he meets up with his friends. Doesn't get into any real trouble in school. His mom never really knows. Not a big deal. He does tell his brother before he does it, though. So his brother's aware, and he tries to get his brother to go, but he's like, no, dude, I got things to do.
I'm not into the shiitake mushroom comment. What did you say?
We'll call it the Shitake Comet because that sounds a lot better. Hayakatake, I think, maybe. And so he sneaks out at like 10:40 that night. And it's, I guess, one of the storylines is that he was late because his mom didn't like go to bed whenever she usually would. So someone was being a night owl. I'm already fucking tired because it's a school night. And they're just now starting the party at 10:40. He and his two friends, so they're Daniel Malak and Alexander Barsky. Daniel Malak, Alexander Barsky.
Okay.
They plan to meet him at the Schwabe Turnpike, which is about a quarter mile away from his home, so not far. They told the police that later on that they never saw him and he didn't make it there. So at this point, he's left at 2:40 p.m. in the middle of the night going down a dark street. There's ways that he could like cut through maybe to get there. But at the end of the day, it's also like not a well-lit area. So who knows what, there's a lot of options.
So he left at 10:40 and he never made it.
Never made it. So his mom ends up reporting him missing the next morning when she finds out that he never went to school. And so his brother was on the bus and asked his friends, he was like, hey, where's my brother? You know, like I thought he'd be with you guys. I figured he'd just spend the night with you guys.
Yeah.
And he was like, I don't know. He never made it there. And he's like, what?
It's in 96, so it's not like I can...
Yeah, it's not like you can call or text or anything.
him. Yeah.
And the friends of his were like, well, we figured he just got stuck at home and didn't come. Because for whatever reason. So they didn't think anything of it, kind of. Investigators initially suspected that he did what?
Ran away.
Yeah, that he ran away from home. Because that's the only thing. Well, there was a rumor that he fled the area because he wanted to live in the city.
Oh.
He wanted to live in New York.
He just
at 15, and he was like, fuck it.
Tired
I'm
of being
Mom.
Tired of being a country mouse, want to go be a city mouse?
Yeah.
Big city.
Or that he may have had some legal troubles because he was 15, and most of us have legal troubles at 15.
Legal troubles?
I know.
Was he going through a divorce?
I know.
He was in a very bad custody battle.
Right.
Over a plant.
Yeah,
what do you...
pretty much. I don't understand. They considered the possibility that he had ran away also because he had a bad relationship with his stepfather, Lance Lightstone. How cool is this guy's last name, Lightstone?
He sounds like the guy that made that lady pant in your book.
I just... So there were also unconfirmed sightings that like Joey was in some area of New York years after the disappearance. Obviously, that wasn't him. They don't know, whatever stupid shit. The people are like, oh, we saw him. And people saying that they thought that they saw him in California. They're still kind of on to Lance. So, like, the stepdad is really kind of considered here.
Yeah.
And that caused a big rift in the family. And you have to imagine this. So, Lance had the same relationship that I think any stepfather is going to have with a 15-year-old son. I'm sure they said it too. He was like, yeah, we fought like a stepdad and a son would. Whenever you're 15, because most people around the ages of 15 to 22 suck dick. Y'all are assholes. It tends to be the case. Way worse if you're women. But it caused like issues and ripples through the family too, because that was the only like finger that was pointed. And so they thought the cops really knew about it. And I don't think him and his mom got divorced, but
that's what I was going to ask you.
Like, I think that the people in the family thought he did it.
I mean, if the cops are looking at you, then, and they're not looking anywhere else, that's going to make you think that, even if he didn't do it.
Right.
Like, they're just looking at him.
Like, I would be lying to think that if Will died and was murdered, I'd be like, and they were looking at you, I'd be like, did you do this without telling me? And thank you for not telling me because I don't want to have to go to court for this. But did you do that? Didn't you do that?
No.
I'd wonder that, though. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, in any of those cases, if someone's pointing, if someone's looking, I'm going to be like, are you capable of the murder?
Ladies, am I right?
So anyway, then they also think it could be foul play. Like, because when too much time had passed, like eventually Lance gets ruled out. They let them all try to have dinner together again. They start assuming now that something could have happened. So maybe he was picked up by passing criminals. And maybe they murdered him.
They all passed through. What's the name of the town again?
Don't ask those hard questions. Or maybe it was like that he was walking and someone didn't see him and hit him and killed him and hit his body. So it's like, what could it be? Obviously, his family is like devastated because they want to know what happened. Shortly after he disappeared, though, investigators received a fucking crazy ass tip from a witness who overheard two boys bragging about being responsible for Joey's disappearance. They claimed that they killed him in retaliation because he sold them bad weed or acid. According to the statement, he was abducted by a group of teenage boys and taken up into the woods.
What?
It gets even this.
Is that true?
I cannot talk. Apparently, this was during like one of those really, really raging high school parties, and obviously, it's one of the people that they were talking to. According to the boys, they had handcuffed him to a tree and shot his kneecaps several times before they left him to die.
What?
Yeah. How wild is that statement? Investigators searched the woods and found where they were saying it, but there was no evidence of any gunfire or the fantasy the stories kind of created did not turn out. But then I'm like, so what did we do to talk to these boys and their parents on their psychotic issues and what they said?
And about the kneecaps. Where did they even come up with?
Mobs.
Like,
that's what you do. Bad drug cartels.
Oh.
They shoot you in your kneecaps.
Oh.
I thought that was like a given.
I just know about like the dead horse head in the bed.
Okay. As we carry on, I hope that all of those kids received what they needed, because obviously they fucking need something.
Yeah.
It's now been years, and really they don't know what happened, if he was kidnapped and molested, tortured, maybe, like I said, hit by a motorist and somebody hid the body. There's just so many options, and the family is just devastated throughout it. They keep doing those photos, trying to like see what he would look like as he ages. And then they had multiple investigators working on it. It was obviously a cold case for many years.
It's so wild how they can do that.
Yeah.
Like the age progression photos.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Yes.
That's all I got.
Okay. In 2007, they get a new detective. His name's Peter Caragiano. Why is all this hard?
Did you just Google hardest names? True crime stories with hardest names.
Giuliano.
Is that what you Googled?
Uh-huh. He was only 27 at the time.
Okay.
So young little Italian nugs, I'd guess, just because of his last name, and I know shit about fuck. They gave him a few cold cases, and he ended up picking up Joey's.
Oh.
As he was reading through it, a few items stuck out to him, which blew me away because it wasn't necessarily things that I would have figured out based off of the interviews and the testimonies of other people.
Okay.
So it happened with either Daniel or Alex. I don't remember which one, or if it was both of them.
Okay.
Because I also didn't find this in any of like my 16 months of research, but it was on the show. And so one of them is that he said something like, and then I went home and went immediately to bed. And he was like, why is that so weird that you said immediately to bed? Like what they said whenever they went is that he did not show up, that they then went to their little clubhouse, which was like this small little, a little bigger than a fucking outhouse, if you will, out in the woods, and that they drank beer and they smoked weed. And that's what they did. Mm-hmm. And then he left and he went immediately to bed. They immediately threw. Yeah. That confused him. And then one of the other ones, or the same guy, whichever, I know you guys are here for the hard-hitting facts, he said, and then we met up and then we went through the woods, and he said we, and he never said Alex and I or Daniel and I.
Oh.
So the way that they said we in words that implied more than two people.
Yeah.
And just that it seemed off that he said that the second he got home after being high and a little buzzed up. Yeah. I mean, I'd be going for the sneaky snacks. But then he just went immediately to bed.
But like, plus 15-year-old boys aren't going to brag about going to sleep. Like, that's what we do.
Yeah.
Like, guess what? I went immediately to sleep, and I'll be like, bitch, how'd you do it? Tell me all your secrets, because I can't ever sleep. So
right.
And but you're right, though. Those are little details that most people wouldn't
pick up on.
No, I wouldn't.
There's a reason why no one else did.
Oh.
So he gets Alexander to come back in, and he starts to talk to them again. He interviewed him and then gave him a polygraph exam, which he then failed. So this is like 15 years later.
It was 96.
It's 11 years later, 2007. 11 years later. So? He told them that, I mean, he just confesses.
Really?
11 years. Homeboy is just like, he tells them how he participated in it and then what they did to his body. So he told them that he did, in fact, show up that night and that he and Daniel Malak went to a little cabin in the woods where they drank beer and smoked the devil's lettuce.
The devil's lettuce.
The devil's lettuce. They asked him to get him a beer, and when he leans over to get it, they beat him in the head with a steel pipe.
Why?
Malak hits him twice first and then passes the pipe over, and then they continue to beat him until...
But why?
They then put his body in a wheelbarrow and brought it to a rock formation with a cave-like crevice, and they put his body in there, and then they go home.
And they didn't say why?
Nope. Alex says that he felt terrible that night. And I literally read that he felt terrible for that night.
Yeah, that's what I
He
was going to
told
ask you.
investigators that the attack had been planned for over 2 days before the murder. He told police that the beating occurred because Joey had ripped them off for marijuana.
What? So you This is making me
So they
mad.
killed a 15-year-old boy over what had to have been a dime bag of shitty pot.
Yeah. And then he just went on about his life for that whole time. Like, why didn't they grill him harder back in the day? Or did they?
Because they were his best friends forever.
Yeah.
Like, they were not even a consideration.
They acted so sad.
And
that
it just seemed so obvious that he really could have just disappeared. There was a big piece of time that would have allowed him to disappear.
I mean, everything you said could have been plausible reasons where he went.
It could have been just an opportunity to a stranger.
So
Seeing a cute little stud muffin going down the street. I don't know.
Yeah. Fuck.
And you're right. They didn't press him hard enough.
No, I don't
But
feel
why?
like they
I don't
did.
know. I guess maybe back then, too, they didn't feel like they could just press him hard enough. I don't know.
I don't know. Well, I always feel like the older stories, it's like they would do things that might now look a little bit unethical. Like the way that they used to interview some
Like punch
people
you in the face
sometimes.
and say.
Like maybe used one more lackadaisical with their intimidation tactics.
Yeah.
Some stories, not all.
Apparently not this one.
Yeah.
He says, Alex, that they never intended for him to die, but that they wanted to hurt him. I don't believe that.
I don't either.
You don't hit someone with a steel pipe.
Hit him punch him if you're that.
Yeah,
like, if
hit
you're
him.
mad, just
Punch
hit him in the nose. Just hit him. Just one. You don't even have to do that. You don't have to resort to violence.
But if you were going to.
But if you're going to be a little punk ass bitch like these boys,
use your fists and be like, hey, dude, or just your words. Bro,
Yeah.
you fucked me on my herbs today.
Yeah.
I'd like a little more oregano. I don't get it.
I don't either. Well, that's sad.
They went to the site that Joey was buried in. And now at this point, like Alex Barsky, he's kind of creepy to me because he went back to the site at least twice after the murder was committed. I think he was probably the one that was the most worried about getting caught, maybe. In 2002, he went to the burial site and retrieved Martin's bones and dismantled them.
What?
He then reportedly returned to his home in Brooklyn and disposed of them in trash cans all throughout the city.
Oh, no.
So that even in death, poor Joey couldn't find peace with a burial. But I think Alex was the most... that's what's entertaining. And none of this is entertaining, but that's the more interesting part. He's the one that cracked the first and the fastest. And he was also the one that went through the most work to dispose of the body. So then they were only able to recover fragments of his clothing and one tooth. They also found a bone fragment from the jaw of a person. The bone came from a human being aged 14 to 16 years of age. So under the assumption that it is him. Mm-hmm. That bone also showed signs of being fractured, which went along with the statement that he was beaten in the head with a pipe.
Wow.
Technically, Joey Martin's body was never found.
Yeah.
Because how could you, you know?
Yeah.
In August of 2008, Barsky, which is the other fucker, was convicted, or wait, no, that's Alex. Mm-hmm. Alex Barsky was convicted of manslaughter in relation to Joey's murder. He was sentenced to 3 to 10 years in prison.
No.
3 to 10. This was due to his age at the time of Joey's death. He was 15 years old, and if he would have been 16, he would have faced 25 years to life in prison. He was 3 months short of his 16th birthday.
Stop it.
When he did it.
Oh, God, I just found him.
He apologized to Joey's mother and relatives at the hearing for his sentencing. He also stated that Malak was the instigator of the attack and that he struck the first and second blows to his head. Now, in September of 2009, Malak was charged with second-degree murder in Joey's murder, and he was sentenced to a total of 15 years in prison. 15 years to life in prison.
I still feel like that's not...
Well, It's because he was already in prison for
what?
killing someone else.
Of course.
So this motherfucker was breaking into a sweet little man who was 62 years old named George Allison at his home. And he saw him breaking into his car and was like, hey, what are you doing? And he just killed him. Broad daylight in his front yard.
And he robbed him?
Yep, just to steal his car.
Just to take his car.
And they even asked him why. It was like, you could have just stolen his car.
Yeah.
He was an old guy and you were like 20-something.
Yeah.
Like you could have,
Be like,
you
give
were
me your
maybe 32 or something.
Yeah,
or
give me your keys. I'm going to beat your ass.
Yeah.
Here's my keys. Take my car.
Right. Daniel's conviction was upheld in 2014 and he's still in prison for both murders that he committed. Barsky has already been released.
Oh, I just found him. He looks like a bucket. Like, here, you want to see his picture now?
Yeah, he looks like he's going to do it again. He looks like he just did a school shooting.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
He looks dirty and gross. Ugh. That's so infuriating.
It really is. His family did a vigil right after the confessions came out from their friends. And that is the sad story of Joey Martin.
Joey Martin.
Known as like the Comet death or like they're the Comet killers or something for committing murder on the night of a comet.
Those fucking douchebags. Well, good for that little, what you assumed was an Italian detective.
I know.
Like, because those are little details that
At
most
27.
people wouldn't. That
Fresh
detective
eyes.
was?
He was 27. Fresh eyes on the case.
Maybe that's what it takes sometimes, I guess.
I wonder, too, if it was 11 years later, you just automatically know that they know whenever you get called in. Because that dude cracked like a fucking hard-boiled egg.
He did. I wonder what he was like. Did he have a family or like?
I don't know.
I want to know. Yeah, if he's like, I hope he didn't. Whatever. Fuck him.
It sounds like a loser fuckwad.
Well, the one guy I just Googled looks like a greasy loser. Like a greasy, dirty, smells like stale beer and Marlboros. Nasty.
He looks like he would let teenage girls drink in their house as long as they didn't drive.
He really
And then,
does.
like, they pass out and then they wake up with his hands in their pants.
He could. Oh, that's so true.
Guys
though.
suck.
That is so true.
And that is the thing.
That is a thing.
Well, motherfuck, man.
I know.
So, Heather, we decided that we were going to do a joint episode next one because we've enjoyed these not doing it together, but now it's time to commence yet again.
We're getting the gang back together.
Yeah, we're going to get the gang. We're going to fucking sing. We're going to do a little song and
tag
dance.
team back again.
And it is a fucked up story. So get ready for next week, motherfucker.
Oh my God, yes. Y'all subscribe so you don't forget. Plus, I want you to.
Yes. Like, rate, review.
I guess I need to
Listen.
make some more TikToks.
Follow us.
No dancing.
Yeah, gross. Yeah, well, we love you guys so much.
Yes.
Thanks for being here. Thanks for showing up yet again. We appreciate you coming.
Yeah, thanks.
you
Ladies, am I right?
Okay, love you. Bye.
Love you, bye.
Theodore, can I bet that dog?